Okay guys, welcome back. So we are today going to start a brand new series coming into the buying season, or sort of the bargain
and gifting season. Yeah.
Coming up to Christmas time, we know that most of the 2018 heads, if they haven't already, they're on their way down in price.
True. Yeah.
We've seen that with some of the heads, certainly up
These
here.
These are starting to be on sale.
Yep, saw a little drop last week. We got our email from TaylorMade. So what we would like to do is start a little series that provides you guys with a little content on our kind of best of class series for 2018. So today we're going to start specifically on drivers with a view of looking specifically at ball speed.
Yeah. Who's the king of ball speed from 2018?
And there's going to be other parts of it, you know, which we'll do videos on. Most forgiving driver of 2018, and we'll do fairways and hybrids and irons, and it'll become a mini series in itself. But today's focus is purely on the speed king of 2018.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple of heads we've got up here now. We've got four of the six heads we have are kind of heading out of line.
Correct.
Two of them are very much
new.
in line.
So these TS3 and the Strixon 785, newish.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So those are current. They're staying forward for 2019.
Yep.
Those are going to be the offerings by both of those companies. And then we're looking at Rogue, the two TaylorMade heads, and the Cobra F8 Plus as our sort of departing offerings.
Probably, I guess January would be when the new stuff is announced, and then you can't get the new stuff until February, March,
that type of thing. So this time of year, you know, if you have been waiting for a little bargain, which I know so many people do, they buy, you know, specifically on value. They wait till the great performing heads come down in price a little bit, and this is the time of year when they go ahead and do that. You know, for a lot of people, the golf season is where they'll trial and test and buy clubs. For other people, it's the off season. So there's kind of, you know, two ways to look at it depending on what you're really looking for.
Awesome. Okay. So we're going to start with Callaway.
Little Rogue Sub-Zero.
Rogue Sub-Zero.
It's been good for us this year. Very good. Yeah, we've talked enough about it on the channel about, you know, its adjustability from a weighting standpoint. We felt like we you know, needed to get the weighting correct to get the most out of it, so we have a good handle on doing that. So we feel like it should perform as good as any other driver in the marketplace. It's just in this environment, how fast is it? Okay.
So let's get started.
So let's test this guy first.
So we are, as much as possible, going to focus on ball speed as the variable to compare.
That's right. For the person out there, Matty, who's looking for the number one ingredient if you're looking for extra yardage is ball speed. That's the first stop. Then after that, you go about your business trying to optimize it. Then you find the right launch, then you find the right spin. But first and foremost, how's the horsepower? Then we worry about the steering afterwards.
So we've got, all of these are going to be set as close to 9 degrees as humanly possible.
Pretty neutral.
They're going to be within, you know, a fraction of a degree of each other.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Gave her a good clip to start with. That one's
okay. A little high in the face.
I love the launch conditions of it. It should be in the 170-ish range, probably ball speed wise.
Just a little under.
Yeah, 169.4.
Okay.
Spending too much time with each other. Starting to guess these numbers too well.
Exactly what you just did. That's low on the face.
I was going to say, that didn't sound, I mean, the ball flight came out great, but it didn't sound like quite as solid a hit.
That's not going to be a quick one because it was a little low.
I'll be curious on this one from a ball speed perspective, because I kind of harp on a fair bit about this driver and how good it is low in the head, and that is pretty low in the head, pretty good for...
It's good, right?
Yeah. Normally, if a driver is suboptimal, you'll drop about 6-7 miles an hour on low in the head strikes specifically. Yeah. Yeah, you can lose quite a lot. So to lose 2 is nothing.
Okay.
That's a nice hit as well.
That's well hit, yeah. So I would say that is the first one that was more or less perfectly struck.
Low 170s.
72.
172. Very nice. Okay.
Let me give you one more good one with
Let's
this.
give us one more good one. The average straight away is about the 170 mark, which is pretty tasty.
Yep.
That one was piped.
Yeah, I hit that one well too. Maybe a fraction high, but not by much.
Nice.
Happy with those.
Okay. Very good, very quick. One miss hit which dipped obviously below, but not too low.
Yep.
Still retained quite a lot of speed, and then the next couple you struck lovely.
And do a little Cobra next.
Let's do a little F8 plus, eh? You hit that one nicely when we tested. Now you hit it nicely right. when we were testing you for it was a steep angle attack.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember that one?
I will not be hitting it with a steep angle of attack today.
Doesn't work for you, does it, with these low spin drivers? The steep angle attack, you don't flight them high enough.
No.
You really got to try and get the AOA up in order to increase the launch.
As someone who doesn't deliver, I guess, much loft,
yeah.
I can't also be hitting down on it.
That's right. The ball just comes out too flat. All right.
All right, Cobra.
Let's see if this one keeps up. That's a early. The pace has been set pretty early there with the Rogue. So. Sounded nice, Matt.
Yeah, strike
looks a bit spinny.
Pretty close, maybe a fraction on the heel. Maybe, but I don't think by much.
It was quick.
Yeah, that's pretty good, 172.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Okay. Good swing.
A little on the toe.
Yeah, turned it a little bit more. Wow, 173.
That was, eh? Wow.
Slightly
Surprise.
quicker.
It was a little on the toe too.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
interesting. Your feedback from this one is very accurate. You said you slightly heeled the first one you did.
Yeah.
The next one you felt the toe. I wonder if there's something in that with that sort of milled face giving you a little bit more feedback. Yeah, seems to be very accurate.
I can hear the Cobra fans telling me to use this. Every time I've hit it, I've liked it. That's hit well. Actually, I was going to say I blocked it, but I didn't.
Just comes back.
That was really good. I mean, just so people are aware, like they shouldn't be watching the distance because this is a driver with more spin, but that ball speed is really good.
It's quick, isn't it?
Really quick. So I think we should probably, it was interesting to see how the Rogue did on the low strike. But we should probably take that low strike out because I didn't hit any low with this one.
Completely agree. Okay, so story so far.
Huh.
I mean, we're doing this test based on speed.
Just speed, yeah.
But look at, there's speed versus launch conditions.
I know.
Launch conditions outweigh speed to the tune of about 10 yards there.
Crazy. Dropping
higher
some
launch,
backspin.
lower spin, even with less speed, is a more optimal from a distance perspective driver.
But if you sat and tweaked this, maybe, I don't know, up the loft, lower the spin somehow, you could probably, that's a lot of ball speed.
It's really quick, isn't it? I mean, people who have been with us all season will know that to retain the 173 ball speed all the way through is exceptionally quick.
It's quick, yeah.
People also hear us talking about how we like a bit more spin just to stabilize the ball flight,
For
and
sure.
they'll probably go, well, that Cobra's ticking all those boxes.
Like I'm almost nervous when we go and hit mine because those are about as straight as 3 shots I've hit in a while.
Okay, Matty, so one of the new crop, TS3, 9.5, all the engineering from Titleist this year went into speed. Okay, so they really were going for this. So this is a good one to test in a speed a test.
That's
of
what it was
speed.
being talked about
It
so
was,
much.
100%. Yeah. That's what they chased. It was purely a ball speed story from them this year, trying to be more competitive in that space.
Right.
Okay, so let's have a look at this guy.
That was hit well. $71. That was good.
Yeah, it sounded really strong.
Felt fast.
That's an awesome flight. That's your longest one yet. That was your best carry.
Yeah, that was really good. See what that number is.
Oh,
that's pretty quick.
Wow.
So far.
174, new leader in the clubhouse.
Yep.
How'd you hit that one?
Pretty good. Maybe a hair low on the face. Not by much.
Steady knocker. I feel like every time we do these tests, though, we have to hit the first one again. You know what I mean? Just because, like, is that really the slowest?
I know.
But look at your
it's close,
club
isn't
head
it?
speed's consistent.
Yeah.
Look at your strike points are good. Okay, this is fair.
All right.
You want to hit yours?
Sure. So we've got mine.
So the moment of truth, how does yours stack up compared to some of these other good drivers? We know it's pretty good.
We know it's pretty good.
But how fast is it? That's the key. Tell you what, it sounds great.
Hit that pretty good.
That looked like that flight from the Titleist that was
very similar.
Really nice.
I like that one. I think it was well struck.
Yeah, it was
74 and change.
74 and change.
Okay, so far
Tough one to contend with when you hit this one like that.
Another good strike, hopefully. That is hit really well.
Tell you that ball carried.
Really hit that well. Didn't draw back, but whoa, that's the quickest one.
Very, very quick. Hit me one more with this one.
Sure, yeah. Actually hit that even better, to be honest. Oh. That one might be really, really silly quick. Lovely soft bounce on the green there. Oh! That was fast. Oh, I maybe swung faster there, but that one was, a couple miles. Speedy. Not by much on average, is it?
Yeah, on average this is actually really interesting to see your averages being delivered so similar.
Yeah.
That's quick.
So that energy transfer so far is looking the best.
It's the best for sure. Yep.
Okay, driver.
175.3.
So far he is safe.
Yeah, I mean it's not really under much threat, I would say at this point.
What do you want to do next? A little M3?
Let's go a little M3. I mean, TaylorMade have been the speed kings for so long. They've always had the formula for fast. It's such a good formula for drivers for the best part of certainly 15 years anyway. They've dominated that space.
So M3, you're saying, has been one of, if not the quickest with a lot of your fits?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, always is a contender.
Up there, right?
It's always a contender. It's a really quick driver. Very low spin. We've seen this year, M3 being the lowest spin head we have in the drawer. So
it probably won't be super high, but we'll hopefully get some speed.
Yeah.
It was okay.
The swooping flight of a low the low spin rate.
It may be a hair on the toe, but honestly, that was pretty good. Yeah, 173, that's pretty good.
Not too bad.
Would not be one to complain about.
A little toy.
Was it toe, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, a wee bit.
That's it well. I just can't put enough spin on it to hit it straight, but felt fast.
Really good offset. The TaylorMade with a lot of launch, don't you?
Yeah.
Try and get the launch up at around 14, 15 if you can.
Ooh, it's quick though.
Yep. Yep, it's not a slow driver, that's for sure.
That's the one.
Wow.
Stop.
Hard go. I mean, I put the weight in the toe in this as well.
I know. That must have been fast though.
174. 175. This sits so well.
It's as straight as I can hit it.
So well.
That's fast too though, it's gotta be.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be 175 again.
I hit those very, very centered. Yeah, 174.
174.
So that's quick, that's no joke. And they were all up there. So that's kind of like the ping. They were all sort of 174, 175-ish. Fast and low spin, if you are looking for it, would be this guy.
Yeah. All right, so we have, last but not least,
yes,
the one of the new brigade, the 785 by Strixon.
Yep.
Independent testing showed it was as fast, if not faster than most of the heads out there. So we've not had an opportunity to try it with your shaft in it and compete against the other ones in the marketplace. So I'm really curious about this one.
We just saw that the 3-wood easily kept up speed-wise.
Very quick.
So we'd expect, if it's the similar technology, we should see the same kind of thing.
Exactly.
It looks really good.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It's very compact, very
clean.
round. To be honest with you, it looks more like a Titleist driver than the new Titleist driver does. Kind of like they traded looks for this season. Ooh, that should be good.
Oh, nice flight.
I don't know that I labeled it, but it was pretty good. Maybe a bit heel side.
171, 172.
Show me the heel.
171.4.
Little
bit in the heel.
Like I feel like I'm hammering these, and then they just do that.
They're just swooping. Very interesting.
They seem fast, but like.
Well, I mean, the one thing with your driver, Matty, is you love a flat golf club.
Flat and open.
That's
That's so true. It's so true.
That's the formula for you. Anything that sits upright is good, is ideal. Sorry, not ideal.
Not ideal.
But the ball speed in this is quick.
It is very quick.
It's really, really quick, but it's just not. You're not able to keep it online.
I'll go one more.
See if we can really get one
Just match
high
it
down
off.
the left-hand side.
Okay.
That's
That's as good as I'm going to hit this one.
That was piped.
Yeah.
Go on.
Hit the pin.
Oh!
Oi!
Boof!
Boof!
Okay, so we've got a little Rogue Sub-Zero. Let's see how this one stacks up.
That was good. That was quite good.
It's not getting any faster though.
You don't think that's faster?
That might be 172, but it doesn't certainly look like it's got 1737. That's pretty quick.
3.7, okay. It's a little better.
A little better at least.
That's good too.
That's a long one.
Yeah, that's fair, because those are struck properly.
Okay.
And I think I'm loosened up a little bit more. What was that? 175? Okay, so it's up there.
The beans. Okay, Matty, good job. So we tested 6 drivers there: Callaway, Cobra, TaylorMade, Titleist, Ping, Strixon. There really wasn't any of the bunch that stood out that wasn't any good there.
No slow ones.
No slow ones.
That's for sure.
That was the biggest of standout.
No,
I mean, we're all pretty competitive. Because as we went along, I think we saw the numbers from the Cobra and went, oh, that's quick.
Yep.
And then we saw the numbers from the next one, so that's quick.
Very true.
They're all quick.
They're all quick.
They're all really, really quick.
I was saying to you as I came back over that they're all capable of probably having shots in the same ball speed range.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm so comfortable with the Ping that you might argue, okay, the Ping is a little faster because, I mean, we looked at the swing speeds and they're the same, but maybe I just struck it slightly better. But they're more or less being struck within, 10 millimeters of each other?
Yeah.
And they're more or less being swung within half a mile to a mile an hour, same swing speed.
Yep.
So we're looking at more or less the same thing. Would you be comfortable saying this is probably the fastest, and the M3 are about as fast as anything this year in your fits?
So this is where it gets difficult, because in your hands, or sort of I would say the lower handicap region, very comfortable saying that.
Okay.
In the higher handicap bracket, or the player who delivers quite a bit more dynamic loft, probably not as comfortable saying that.
Interesting. Okay.
So depending on the player, obviously that's when it becomes sort of it's a maybe. It's a very quick head. I mean, you were clearly the quickest with that one.
Yeah.
You
had
were
a couple really.
You were the longest by almost 10 in the air. The Rogue was second longest at 308 carry. The Ping was 316 carry, and it was just fastest, best flight overall.
In terms of my swing, yeah.
Yeah, it just really, really suits you. And we were talking a little bit while Matt was hitting balls there about your sort of preference and affinity to a flat, open driver.
For sure, yeah.
And that's
100%.
the way the Ping driver looks. They have a new innovation coming for next year, which will suit you even more.
Excited about this.
Yeah, we can't talk too much about it yet, but it will actually suit you a little bit more in that department. So, yeah, quite hard to displace that driver from your bag.
It for sure, and I guess most of that comes from the fact that it's very stable, it spins a bit more, and it's a bit more open. You take the person who needs the spin reduction, and we saw M3, we saw even the Strixon driver was super low spin.
Very low spin.
Those were so low spin that if someone's kicking their spin way up above 3,000, that's like such an easy decision for them to get into that. Yeah. And the ball speed is, within a couple miles an hour of what we saw with Ping anyway.
It really was. And it's really interesting for you when you get that low spin, how much your ball wants to rotate and miss on the right-hand side.
Yep.
If you're able to keep the spin around 2,000 to 2,400, you're able to keep the ball online. That's a real sweet spot for you from a spin rate standpoint.
For sure.
You've heard us harp on about this all season, about not chasing those crazy low spin numbers.
For
and
sure.
You can see the benefit of that. And I was kind of saying to Matt, it's kind of chicken and the egg. The spin gets low because the face gets shut.
Yes.
And the loft goes down.
Right.
So
delivered
loft goes down because we have a rotating club face. So that's where the spin rate, is so low, because your delivered loft is obviously less from a rotating club face. So, there is an element where we could certainly optimize those numbers. We've seen all year. M3 is not the ideal driver from you. We would have to work so hard to make that driver work for you. More loft, weight in the toe, all those sorts of things.
So you take these drivers, you would say probably F8 effectively, you'd want to play it down a bit of loft to match it up with the M3.
Yep.
And the M3 you'd want to kick it up a degree in loft to get the same kind of launch conditions.
Yep.
And we had that video where we talked about playing the right loft in your driver. And this illustrates it well, because I am fine playing my 9 degree, I guess, with the LST. I'd probably need a 10.5 M3 and a 10.5.
I would say you would need a 12 degree M3.
You think so? That much?
Open. I think if we opened it.
So you buy the 12 degree head and open it.
Up the loft, open the head to reduce the loft down and get it in the right spot. Yeah, I think you would need to play.
That's amazing, right?
They don't even make in left-handed.
Oh, of course they don't.
Of course
Why would they?
So
that's interesting, though.
Yeah, they're all very quick, though, aren't they?
They're all very quick. I thought all of them were very forgiving. I know we we touched on it for longer, but the Callaway Rogue, a couple that we hit low in the head, ball speed was good. But to be honest with you, I did that a couple times with this.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same
ball
idea.
speed was good. The Cobra was, I know we had those heel and toe hits. Ball speed was good. So ball speed wise, I think this is almost a good conclusion to come to. It's not really what I expected, to be honest. But probably we can eliminate chasing ball speed from people's shopping lists. Like, don't go out thinking, I got to find this specific driver that's the fastest, because they're all pretty damn fast. You've got to more be paying attention to the other numbers that are going on, which are all drastically different. A lot of different launch and spin going on there, and dispersion differences, and which ones are draw biased, which ones are fade biased. That's where the differences are showing up in 2018 to me.
And you look across the board and the amount of adjustability that we do see. There is a lot of adjustability, a lot of weights, everyone obviously has an adjustable sort of sleeve, so we can adjust loft and face angle.
Yep.
They're all excellent in the pursuit of ball speed.
For sure.
But for you, there's no doubt about it. You're very comfortable where you are. G400, and I think we can pretty safely say that G400 has been the pick of the bunch driver-wise this year.
A lot of platforms have kind of concluded the same thing.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it?
It does seem that way, yeah.
It does seem that way, and we are not seeing anything to really tell us otherwise.
No.
Even if you stray into other categories like most forgiven driver, you're probably going to give that accolade to the G400 Max.
Yep, true.
So it's a big thumbs up for the Ping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I think there's going to be a ton of people that will fit for sure.
Yeah.
Unless you're a super high spin player, and then maybe, an M3 or a Rogue or something might be better for you. But
yeah, but in that LST, the standard and the Max version, and the SF Tech, within one of those four models, you're probably going to be find a nice dance partner. I mean,
absolutely.
Even if you do need lower loft, and it's not as low spin naturally as some of the other heads from a CG perspective, it still goes down to 7.5 in that.
That's true.
The 8.5 open, you can play at 7.5. Digitally lofted, you can probably get one that's in the low 8s to start with. So, there's really something there for everyone in that range, and it's just such a friendly head. And Ping for the longest time have had the most forgiven driver in the marketplace. They've had that for a while, and now they have appeared to have poured some real speed DNA into that.
For sure, yeah.
So
awesome.
Impressed, very impressed.
So that's a good bargain if you're Christmas shopping. Obviously M3 and M4 just went down in price. That's a great idea. Callaway's replacing it, so that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But if you go out there and test TS3 or Strixon, and you're okay to pay the full price, they're going to be competitive unless something really comes out in 2019 that blows everyone out of the water, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of drivers coming for 2019 that will be very interesting to see how they stack up. We've heard all the offerings. I mean, we obviously F9 straight away got a great opening weekend with Bryson winning with it in the first week, and Ricky finished, I think, 4th or something that week. I love the look of that driver. It looks really,
it does look cool.
Looks really aggressive and looks very, very quick, very, very strong.
Awesome.
The rest are good. We can't say too much about it. We'll have to bite our tongue a little bit now.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say much about just about anything. So hopefully this was useful.
Yep.
Why don't you guys let us know which kind of, we're calling this sort of like our Christmas roundup or whatever you want to call it.
That's right, the Christmas Cracker.
Christmas Cracker series. Let us know what category you want to do that in next. We got a little plans to do something with the irons, but beyond that, do you want to see fairways, driving irons, woods?
Yeah.
Let us know, and we'll make that kind of next on our agenda.
We will certainly try and touch base on all of them.
Awesome.
Excellent. Guys, hope you enjoyed watching. We'll see you again soon.